Right now, at this exact second, the Sunday could be gone, destroyed, vaporized, nothing left. And you would have absolutely no idea for the next 8 minutes and 20 seconds. You'd still feel its warmth on your face. You'd still see it hanging in the sky. Your shadow would still stretch across the ground. A star that no longer exists, still running your entire world. But here is the question that actually keeps physicists up at night. If the Sunday vanished, what happens to gravity? Because if gravity travels at the speed of light, like Einstein says, the Earth should keep orbiting that empty patch of space for 8 minutes. That is fine. That is weird, but fine, the real problem. If gravity always takes 8 minutes to arrive, the solar system should have torn itself apart billions of years ago. The math says we shouldn't exist. So either Einstein is wrong or gravity is cheating. Let me show you which one it is. First, let's understand the rule that makes this a problem. 1905, Einstein publishes special relativity. The headlines see the speed of light is the speed limit of the universe, not just for photons, for everything matter, energy, information. Causality itself, if you could send information faster than light, you could answer the phone before it rang, you could warn someone about an accident that hasn't happened yet. You could kill your grandfather before you were born. It breaks the logic of reality. So the rule stands, nothing beats light. Now zoom out 220 years to 1687. Isaac Newton publishes the Principia. His gravity instantaneous, zero delay. If the Sunday moved 1 inch to the left right now, Earth would feel it. Right now, no delay, no message. Just instant connection across 93 million miles. And here is the thing that should infuriate you. Newton's math works. It got us to the moon. It predicts eclipses with terrifying accuracy. The planets are exactly where Newton said they'd be. So now you have two things that are both true and completely incompatible. Einstein, nothing travels faster than light. Newton, gravity must be instant, or the solar system fails. That is not a debate, that is a paradox. And the worst part, most physics textbooks just skip past it. They say Einstein fixed it with general relativity and move on. He didn't just fix it. He discovered something so strange about the structure of reality that it changes how you understand everything. Let me show you the problem properly before I show you the solution. He is throwing to a wide receiver running a route. If he throws the ball to where the receiver was 2 seconds ago, the ball hits the turf. Nobody catches it. Every good quarterback throws to where the receiver will be. Now apply that to gravity. The Sunday is not sitting still. It is hurtling through the galaxy at 220 kilometers. For S-econ, in the 8 minutes it takes gravity to reach us, the Sunday travels over 100,000 kilometers. If gravity points to where the Sunday was, we're being pulled toward empty space. And that is not just wrong direction. That angle difference creates a torque, a twist. Picture spinning a ball on a string. As long as the string pulls directly toward your hand, perfect circle stable. Now imagine the string pulls toward where your hand was 1 second ago. The angle shifts, the force isn't just pulling the ball inward anymore, it is pulling it slightly forward. The ball speeds up. It spirals outward. This is what should be happening to Earth. Physicists actually calculated the rate. If gravity truly lagged behind the Sunday's position, Earth's orbit would double in size every 1,000 years. In 4.5 billion years, the solar system would have evaporated long ago. We would be floating in cold, empty space, a dead rock with no Sunday, no warmth, no life. But we're here, the orbits are perfectly stable, which means gravity must be pointing to where the Sunday actually is right now, not where it was 8 minutes ago. So is gravity instant. Pause. Let them sit with it, number and yes. And the answer is one of the most beautiful things in all of physics. When physicists get stuck on gravity, they cheat. They look at electricity instead. Same math, cleaner, easier to see. Here is the setup. A proton, positive charge, sits at the center. An electron orbits it, negative charge. Attracted inward, but they're both moving. The electric field from the proton travels at the speed of light. It takes time to reach the electron. So logically, the electron should feel a pull toward where the proton was. Same lag problem, same torque. Atoms should be unstable. But atoms are stable. You are made of atoms. You exist. So how? Here is the secret buried inside Maxwell's equations, the math of electromagnetism. The electric field isn't just a simple arrow. It is a two-part object. Part one, the static field points directly at the charge. Part two, the velocity-dependent field, points where the charge is going. Think of your phone's predictive text. You type, I am going to the, and before you finish, your phone guesses store. It is not magic. It reads your speed and direction and extrapolates your next word. The electric field does exactly that. When the proton moves, the field doesn't just report its last known position. It uses the proton's velocity to predict its current position and points there. The delay is built in. The lag is canceled out, the electron feels a force toward where the proton actually is, even though the signal traveled at the speed of light. Gravity does the same thing, but gravity doesn't just predict. Gravity is geometry, and geometry is a lot smarter than electricity. You've seen the bowling ball on a mattress demo. Sunday in the center, Earth rolling around it. Forget it. That demo is one of the biggest lies in science communication. It makes gravity look like a dent that ripples outward, like dropping a rock in a pond. That is not what gravity is. Here is a better model. Imagine a steel rod stretching from the Sunday to the Earth. If you push one end, the other end moves almost instantly. Not because of magic, because the rod is rigid. The push travels through the existing structure. Now imagine a garden hose. If you wiggle the end, a wave travels down the hose. That takes time. But if you pull the whole hose, it all moves together almost instantly. The wiggle is a gravitational wave, the pull is the static gravitational field, and they behave completely differently. When the Sunday moves at constant velocity, it doesn't send a ripple. It drags the entire gravitational field with it like a rigid structure. The field lines don't lag behind. They move with the Sunday. So Earth is always feeling the pull of a field that is moving in real time. The field lines point to where the Sunday is. Right now, this is called retardation cancellation. When you write out the full equations of general relativity, not the simplified textbook version, the full terrifying math, you get 3 terms. Term 1, the gravitational pull points to where the Sunday was 8 minutes ago. Delayed term 2, the velocity term points forward, where the Sunday is heading. Term 3, the acceleration term, accounts for any change in speed. Term 1 pulls backward. Term 2 pushes forward. They cancel perfectly. The net result is a force pointing directly at the Sunday's current position, not 8 minutes ago. Now the universe built a cheat code into its own geometry. It allows gravity to act instantly, even though the information still travels at the speed of light. It is not magic. It is not a loophole. It is the most elegant trick in all of physics. But the trick only works under one condition. The source has to be moving at constant velocity. The moment something accelerates, speeds up, slows down, changes direction, the cancellation breaks, the terms don't balance anymore. And what you get is something entirely different. A gravitational wave. Think back to our original question. The Sunday vanishes. That is not steady motion. That is a catastrophic jolt. A sudden change from everything to nothing. The static field gone instantly with the mass. But the news of its disappearance, that ripple in space-time, travels at exactly the speed of light. So for 8 minutes and 20 seconds, Earth keeps orbiting the ghost of a dead star, pulled by a field that no longer has a source, feeling gravity from something that no longer exists. Then the wave arrives, space snaps, the field collapses, and Earth flies off into the dark in a straight line. This is not a thought experiment. In 2015, LIGO, a detector so sensitive, it can measure a change smaller than 1,000, the width of a proton, detected exactly this: 2 black holes. Billions of light years away, they spiraled into each other and collided. That collision sent a gravitational wave across the universe. It arrived at Earth at the same moment the light arrived. Exactly. See, not faster, not slower. Einstein was right. The waves obey the speed limit. But the static field, that mimics instant action. Newton was also right, just for the wrong reasons. Now let's burn the last textbook. We've been calling gravity a force this whole time. It is not. Imagine you are in an elevator. The cable snaps. You are in free fall. You feel weightless. Your keys float beside you. Now imagine you are in deep space. No planets, no stars, nothing. You're also floating, also weightless. Keys also floating. Einstein realized these 2 moments are physically identical. In free fall, gravity disappears, because what you feel as gravity isn't a pull. It is the ground accelerating upward to meet you. Right now, the Earth's surface is pushing up against your feet. What we call weight. That is just resistance to that push. The Sunday isn't pulling the Earth is following the straightest possible path through curved space. Think of 2 people starting at the equator, walking north in perfectly straight lines. No force pulls them together. But they meet at the North Pole anyway. Slow down. This is the emotional core. The surface was curved. Their straight lines naturally converge. That is gravity. The Sunday curves the fabric of space-time. Earth follows the curve. It doesn't need to wait for a signal. The road is already built. And this is where the question we started with falls apart. Does gravity travel faster than light? The waves. Number speed of light. Einstein is safe. The static field, it doesn't travel at all. It is already there. Gravity isn't a message the Sunday sends to the Earth. It is the shape of the universe the Sunday creates by existing, and shapes don't travel. They just are. We started with a simple question. Does gravity travel faster than light? And the answer is the most surprising thing in physics. Gravity doesn't travel. The universe is not a collection of lonely islands shouting at each other with light beams that take forever to arrive. It is a single continuous fabric. Every object, every star, every atom, every one of us is a knot in that fabric. Move one knot and you change the shape for everything else. The ripple takes time to travel, but the connection was never broken. So the next time you look up at the Sunday, remember, you are seeing a ghost from 8 minutes ago. But the gravity holding your feet to the floor right now, that is not a signal traveling through space. That is the universe telling you you were never separate from it to begin with. Feet, look directly into camera. If this broke your brain in the right way. The next video breaks the concept of now entirely. It turns out there is no universal present moment. Your now and my now are different. Always that video is queued up. Hit subscribe so it actually shows up in your feed. I'll see you in the next one.